They'll be calling you a radical. So this is out. This is a gigantic story. So Obama's Council for Environmental Justice, Community Justice Environmental Council. It's a 40-member committee. This is commissioned by Biden, his new presidency for community environmental justice. So the 90-page report, I'm working through it. I've got a copy of it, and I'm working through it. So I want to get this up because it flies right in the fucking face of Jennifer Granholm and the Department of Energy. They're not going to be happy. And let's see where fucking Biden goes. It says, small nuclear reactors are an absolute disaster and will not only not help community environmental justice, it will create more injustice. It says, any nuclear project, forget it. For all the said right reasons. They talk into the fossil fuels, forget it. So what do they recommend? Solar, same thing Kevin Blanch has been saying the whole time. Solar, rooftop solar. Why is not every house in Utah rooftop solar? Because they charge you $20,000 to hook into the fucking grid. California's producing 200% more solar a day than they can use. But what? We have a fucking grid. You could punch a button and fucking solar energy off people's rooftops in fucking San Diego, California, can be in fucking New York City, in Philadelphia, in rural Kentucky, in Georgia at the speed of light. Why doesn't it? Because there's no lobbyists for fucking solar energy. There's nothing but lobbyists for nuclear pigs, porky pig dirtbags who are willing to fucking, and the FBI refuses to clean it up. They went in to Ohio, but they won't bust them in New York. They won't bust them in Utah. Just fucking bribing politicians. That's all it is. Price Anderson. They got so much pork. You take the Department of Energy, which is the Department of Nuclearism, subsidizes with welfare pork 13 energies. You take the other 12, you times it by 12. You times it by 12 again, you still won't get to them. That's not to count the IAEA fucking international subsidy, the state bailouts. They're going to go to your local fucking PTA and have a fucking bake sale. So this, Biden, that's a good name. Trump, the most poor nuclear dirtbag who ever walked. Him and Obama, both, we should have a tribunal. Obama and fucking Trump both need to be tried for the cover-up of Fukushima. Our salmon work that we're doing right now is so historic. The acute collapse to we stand back and just, ho-hum, twiddle our fucking thumbs and let them turn the Pacific Ocean into a fucking graveyard. Well, they're turning North America into a graveyard. Where do you think all these fires are? You think it's just all coincidence. The heat bubble of the Western United States, again, play back the tape, all predicted by its nuclear energy. Because nuclear meltdowns, they're fucking hot. I'll tell you how hot they are. Bringing star power. The suns that have boiled into the Pacific Ocean, there's 6 of them. They've sent robot after robot after robot. Some of those robots can handle 17,000, 22,000, I've heard up to 40,000 degrees Fahrenheit. They can't get near it. Melts. Hell of a way to boil a planet. So, this flies right in the face of Jennifer Granholm. And of course, Rick Perry, he's out running his fucking mouth. Until you call an airstrike in on Fox fucking News. Fox News run right out of the House of Windsor. Until you make it illegal for a board of directors and owners and people to run any news outlet to be foreigners. It's imperialism media. CNN, look at the board of directors. It's nothing but imperialism. And the top of the imperialism fucking pyramid is nuclear energy. Why nuclear energy? Just what I said, all the nuclear pork. They don't talk in billions, they talk in trillions. It's the power structure there be. That's where they all come from. It's where all the money's at. Epstein, fucking Bezos, all of them come out of that structure. Free fucking, not millions, free billions. Just free. CIA, nuclear energy. So this is a big fucking story. Big story. Now we know Obama thumbed his nose at his own committee. He had a committee just like this. I mean, I was fucking an advisor on it. He spit in its face. But he really didn't even ask for it. It was just kind of went to him. Biden requested this. Okay? He said over and over and over in the campaign that he was going to put a tremendous amount of weight into this. This is community. This is a broad swath of people across the spectrum. I'm working through it. But it's glaring. First, right off the get, says no nuclear. It talks about SMRs and small nuclear. It talks about old nuclear reactors. It talks about nuclear waste. I haven't fucking got through it, but, Gal's been reading it too. She told me that it mentions Fukushima in it. I haven't seen that yet, but I'm working through it. And so, it says no nuclear. Not only does it won't create justice in the community. I mean, come on, Shaquille O'Neal, your little sister died of cancer. Come on, all you elitists and all your money. Let's start talking about cancer. Come on, Come on, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. You've been fighting chronic cancer all these years. Everybody's got loved ones' stories. Come on. I mean, the great equalizer. Who cares if you're a billionaire or you got $3 in your pocket? You got a whole bunch of debt. We're all in this together. The great equalizer, Fukushima. So you read through this, start working on our army. We're going to get nowhere. I mean, our tiny army is going to change the world. I mean, the masses are going to be off in, whatever it is they do. They'll watch the news, whether it be MSNBC, CNN, Fox News, and the regurgitation of the regurgitation of the regurgitation. By the way, I see Alex Jones has got something out on his Fukushima on his website. Boy, he's got a lot of balls, don't he? Talk Fukushima, sell bunkers, spell bunkers, and then his Lord and Savior Trump, and he shuts his fucking mouth for 4 fucking years. Fuck. Talk about paint yourself into a fucking corner. What's the matter with these stupid fuckers? So it says point blank in it, no nuclear, 0. We don't need nuclear. We don't need fossil fuels. Sun. Where I live, 300 sunlight days a year. Why is every house in Utah could have solar? And it talks about the battery technology and how it talks about how far it's already advanced. The battery technology has advanced so far, it's unbelievable. The storage. My house has 4 fucking nuclear, 4 solar panels on it. 4. Handles my, whatever you need I got easily. But what do they do here? They put a fee on you. Remember when you were selling back in San Diego? Remember that? That's where this all started, this Chula Vista. The solar initiative was started there. Fucking, I'm going to have me some of that fucking, I'll have me a real fucking San Diego fucking Chula Vista fucking lemon with the rind on it. And a clean shot of tequila. There was a Mormon legislator in Nevada who filed it. Remember when you were selling it back in Nevada and you're making a lot of money? I mean, Nevada, the sun shines, 325 days a year. Remember that? It was a Mormon legislator who fucking, what is their trip with nuclear energy? Well, they're Zion wannabes. It's a freak show. Power structure. They think they're the only ones going to heaven. Same thing what's going on in fucking the Middle East right now. You have a bunch of elitists that think they're the children's one by God and just them. And that's total bullshit. We're all God's children. All of us. So let's see how fucking Biden fucking handles this. If he wants to be Rick Perry and Trump, he wants to be Obama. So this is his council. He commissioned it. And it's brand new out. It came out Friday, but no one got to see it till today. I cruised it. It's 90 pages. I have a copy, and so I'm getting through it. So, it says absolutely no nuclear. And it goes off, get rid of nuclear, blah, blah, blah. So Jennifer Granholm doesn't say that. Of course, she went to Berkeley. What do you expect she'd say? DOE, fuck, they're enough to make you sick. So we'll see what slide bed up. Let me tell you, Biden, you know, your own son, depleted uranium, that's made from nuclear reactors waste. They carpet bomb Fallujah. I sit with those Marines. They're dying in their young age at an alarming, scary rate. You know, the Fallujah Marines. They sprayed white phosphorus. Yeah, that was Bush and Cheney and Rovan creeps on their own men. They carpet bombed the whole fucking place. It's made from nuclear energy reactors, the waste. That's what they do. Now you understand why they use it, why they have it. They create it with federal subsidies, then they sell it back to the military industrial complex. It's, you know, win-win, they think, which really is lose-lose. So we'll see what Biden does with this. But this is his commission, community council on environmental justice. And it says absolutely no fucking nuclear. You know, quit blocking the fucking, allow people to sell it back into the grid. And quit fucking, the feds need to step in and tell states, fuck you. You can't block the grid from one state to another. Well, that's what they do. We have a grid. Again, California producing 200% more soil. And I need to talk about this quickly. I almost forgot. The black death that's showing up in India as a byproduct. Well, there's no doubt in my mind it's Fukushima. Now, the blob that we see in the ocean, black, you know. So I'm the first guy that started reporting you could physically see this. Now, this is important because it happened in Chernobyl. It's happened in Fukushima. When everything dies, you know, Kevin Blanche, put on the biology hat right now. Okay, we wipe out everything. You know, and that's what a nuclear reaction does. It kills everything. The bacteria is all killed. You know, the insects, the bugs, the salmon. I mean, you seen a tide pool lately? It wipes them all out. What moves in? The invasive species moves in. The invasive species is the lowest form of life. We call that scum, right? Pond scum, algae. So the black, which grew on the walls in Chernobyl, which we know it's still in Chernobyl's, you know, God, it could have another explosion. Never stopped. It will never stop for millions and billions of years. And Fukushima's thousands, millions of fucking Chernobyls. So what moves in? Black mold. Black mold is the lowest form when there's absolutely nothing there. There's no bacteria. There's no fucking life whatsoever. That's what moves in. There's no doubt in my mind that COVID is a mutation from the Fukushima meltdowns. There's absolutely no doubt in my mind. And what's going on in India, the black, you know, talk about the Black Plague. You know, and by the way, Spanish flu did not come from Spain. You know, it came from Kansas and or Nebraska, fucking feedlot. Pigs or cows. You know, still debatable to this day. You think 110 years now we'll be talking where COVID come from? There's no doubt in my mind it comes from Fukushima. No doubt. So this is a big deal. This is a major story. So this is Biden's own commission. Is Biden full of shit? Or, you know, we'll see. Is he a liar like fucking Obama was? Is he a liar like Trump was? Like Bush was? I mean, well, the two criminals are really Obama and Trump. Fukushima cover up. My salmon work proves that. The dead tide pools fucking prove that. So, like again, there's no doubt in my mind COVID comes from fucking, is a mutation from Fukushima, got into the fish. You know, why else would they name it COVID, which is the Hebrew word for Kobe. Kobe means greatness. It's a Japanese word. They know where it comes from. So, we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. He commissioned it. They said no nuclear. Cut the fucking cord. I mean, Fukushima should have been the end. Stay tuned.